Good morning, Choctaw. I'm Valerie, and this is Tribal News. FCA is ready to elect next year's office. If you are interested, please see Ms. Atkins, Ms. Alden, or Sergeant Shepard for a leadership application form. Elections will be held on March 29th after school in the Media Center. This year's prom is New Orleans Masquerade theme. It will be held from 8 to 11 p.m. at the St. Mary's Parish Life Center. Tickets will be on sale from April 16th to the 26th during both lunches. Seniors get in for free but must have a complimentary ticket. Couples tickets are $50 and singles are $30. All non-Choctaw students must be approved by an administrator. Class elections for upcoming sophomores, juniors, and seniors will be held on Friday, April 6th. Packets are available in Ms. Prez's room 1CO2. All paperwork is due at the mandatory meeting on Thursday, March 29th at 2 p.m. in Ms. Prez's room. Attention all junior girls. Sign up for the Distinguished Young Woman of Okaloosa County program now. To sign up, please apply at distinguishedYW.org. And seniors, WEGI needs pictures of you and your friends from elementary, middle, and high school for the senior video. Email them to wegichs@gmail.com or bring them to the Media Center. If you are interested in running for junior class office, see Ms. Bates in room 1A07 to pick up an officer contract. Now let's check out Mr. Mock results and
Hey guys, I'm Miss Davis and I'm Choctaw's Military Family Life Counselor here. My background is in mental health. I'm a licensed mental health counselor, so my role here at Choctaw is to help support our military students and families, and also to be a resource to all students here and teachers on issues that may relate to mental health issues. So I know in the media and here at Choctaw, there's been a lot of awareness recently with the tragedy in South Florida. And so there's been a lot of conversation about mental health. And you know, how do we address that? Where do we go with that? And I think when it comes to mental health, that mental health problems is something that we can prevent, but it first starts with being able to have a discussion about it, increasing people's awareness and educating people, you know, because part of going through high school life is that you are going to experience challenges that are going to test you. So being able to develop coping skills, not just any coping skills, we want to be able to develop healthy, good coping skills to know how to deal with those problems. And there are good coping skills and then there are bad coping skills. And unfortunately, especially in high school, I think sometimes experiencing stressful situations, people may fall into traps of trying unhealthy coping skills. And when I say unhealthy coping skills, these are usually a means to some kind of immediate gratification or relief. So this could be a person who might want to resort to mood-altering substances like drinking and alcohol, and marijuana, drugs, or a person who may resort to like aggressive behavior. Good coping skills. First and foremost, I know for teenagers, it comes with your friends, having a good support system, people that you can turn to for help when you're in trouble. So you want to be around people who are going to uplift you. In terms of other coping skills, you know, being able to have a sense of purpose, you know, being involved in something, for whether it's taking on some type of extracurricular activity, you know, being involved in a sport, being involved in a club, just having that connectedness with people. Maybe it might be having a job. If you don't feel like you don't have a place to turn to, please don't be a stranger. If you have a question, if I can direct you to a place where you might be able to get some help and support. There are a lot of resources in our community. There's also, in the event of someone who is in the middle of a crisis, let's say in the middle of the night or on the weekend, and you feel like you don't have somewhere to turn to, there's also a local number that you can call. It's a crisis line. It's through Bridgeway, and the number there is 244-9191, and you have professional counselors who are on standby 24/7 that you can always call if there is a crisis and that you could use some direction.
Mr. Mock came back in full swing this year after a lack of participation last year. With 15 dashing gentlemen as contestants, last Wednesday was a night of laughter. Congrats to Cameron Boyd for winning talent and to Bradley Bates for best legs. Also, congrats to this year's Mr. Mock, Lincoln Studley.
This year's Mr. Mock was different than other Mr. Mocks because we actually had it this year. We had a lot of participation and we raised a lot of money. The hardest thing about Mr. Mock is probably getting the boys to do something that you need them to do and getting them there on time and everything like that.
So ever since I was young, I always loved the Napoleon Dynamite movie. It's hilarious, it's a classic, and the dance inspired me to do that for my talent. And I would also want to replace the bronze Indian with a bronze statue of Brandon Rushton because, like I said, he is the representative of this school because of his cloudage.
It felt pretty good winning talent. I got my inspiration from Fergie, singing the national anthem. I kind of found it funny how they mixed up the talent results with Mr. Mock results. It's like Steve Harvey all over again,
To prepare for Mr. Mock, I performed in a lot of faculty, students, even parents. Got a lot of laughter out of that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I did to prepare for it and read a few questions and whatnot. But it feels really good to be Mr. Mock because I get to represent Choctaw. And it was my first year doing it.
That's all for today, Choctaw. Till next time.